안녕하세요, 소세요. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Everyone, guess what? Yoo Ah In is making a comeback in 2025 with a brand new movie titled The Match. Today we're diving into his dramatic and controversial story. Buckle up because it's a wild ride. We'll be talking about his fall from grace due to his drug abuse. We'll go through everything he experienced, the public uproar and the legal proceedings he had to face. But that's not all. We'll also discuss the severe consequences of drug abuse in South Korea and how it's impacting lives. Plus, we'll cover the powerful speech by former winner member Nam Taehyun, who's been advocating for more support for addiction recovery. So, will Yoo Ah In be accepted back into the spotlight? We'll have to wait and see. If you would like to support me, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Now, let's start. So let me tell you about this incredibly talented guy, Yoo Ah In, or as he was originally known, Hong-Shik. Born on October 6, 1986 in Daegu, South Korea, he discovered his passion for acting while still in high school. One day a casting agent spotted him and Yoo Ah In thought, why not? So he packed his bags, left school and moved to Seoul to chase his dreams. Yoo Ah In kicked off his career in 2003 with a TV commercial. He quickly grabbed everyone's attention with his unique charm and talent. Fast forward to 2011, his big break came with the TV series Punch, where he absolutely nailed the dynamic character, showing off his incredible acting range. Over the years, Yoo Ah In kept wowing audiences with his versatile performances. You've probably seen him in hits like Secret Affair, Veteran, The Throne and Six Flying Dragons. But it was in his role in the critically acclaimed movie Burning that really put him on the international stage. Fun fact, he became the first Korean actor to make it to the New York Times list of the best actors of 2018. How cool is that? All his hard work paid off with a bunch of awards, including 2 Blue Dragon Film Awards and 2 Best Sung Arts Awards. He even got recognized at the Asian Film Awards and Fantasia International Film Festival. Beyond acting, Yoo Ah In is known for his socially and politically charged views, which he often shares on social media. But wait, there's more. Yoo Ah In isn't just an actor. He's also a creative director and gallerist. He uses his platform to advocate for social issues and has been involved in various artistic projects. In 2016, he ranked second in Forbes Korea's Power Celebrity list, showing just how influential and popular he is. Alright, now let me spill the tea on Yoo Ah In's wild ride in 2023. So, picture this. February 8, 2023, Yoo Ah In's life takes a serious nosedive. He gets questioned by the police for allegedly using propofol. His agency, UAA, is like, you promises to play nice and cooperate with the investigation. The cops go on a ride fast in various doctors' offices and clinics in Gangnam and Yongsan, suspecting they have been giving you propofol illegally since early 2021. Oh, and they slap a travel ban on him, no more jet setting for you. Just 2 days later, on February 10th, the police revealed that Yoo's urine test comes back positive for marijuana. Yep, but no propofol inside for now. As if that wasn't enough drama, advertisers go full-on ghost mode. Major international brands, including a pharmaceutical company and a Chinese fashion brand, pull their ads featuring Yoo faster than you can say scandal. The scandal snowball it's his upcoming project SARD. The Netflix film The Match, set for a 2023 release, gets temporarily shelved. Other projects like High Five in post-production and the Netflix series Goodbye Earth, released on April 26, 2024, also face the heat. February 23rd arrives and the police drops a bombshell. Yoo's hair test is positive for propofol. And just when you think it can't get any worse, on March 1st, 2023, they announced that his hair also tested positive for cocaine and ketamine. Fast forward to September 3rd, 2024, and Yoo gets sentenced to 1 year in prison for habitually abusing illegal drugs. He's immediately detained and fined 2 million Korean won. Following the scandal, his career takes a nosedive again. He's axed from the second season of Hellbound and replaced by Kim Suk-chol. Then, on September 18th, we hear that prosecutors reapply for an arrest warrant for Yoo Ah In. This dude tested positive for not one, not two, but 7 different drugs. The stakes are through the roof this time, so Korean news outlets drop some bombshells about Yoo Ah In. Turns out he allegedly abused drugs up to 200 times, and get this, he spent a jaw-dropping 500 million Korean won just on propofol, and that's not even counting the other drugs he was charged with using. Talk about a pricey habit. This massive drug spree happened over 2 to 3 years, starting from 2020. Fans and the public were left absolutely stunned by the scale of the scandal. On the morning of September 21st, Yoo Ah In and his friend A had a pre-trial detention hearing at the Seoul Central District Court. They were facing some serious charges, including violating the Narcotics Control Act, possession of drugs, destruction of evidence, and fleeing. Let's break it down. As Yoo Ah In made his way to the court, he took a moment to address the reporters. He said, "I apologize once again for causing continuous concern. I will answer sincerely in court and speak honestly." Quite a statement, right? After the detention hearing, Yoo Ah In briefly answered some questions from reporters before heading to a police vehicle. But things took a wild turn when a citizen caused a commotion by throwing something at the actor. Yoo Ah In was walking with his hands tied together when a man threw a wad of money above his head. The citizens yelled at Yoo Ah In to use this money in prison. Talk about drama. The money thrown included 1,000 Korean won, like 75 cents, 5,000 Korean won, about 3.75 cents, and 10,000 Korean won, about $7. Despite the chaos, Yoo Ah In kept a poker face and quickly boarded the vehicle. And this is not the first time Yoo Ah In has faced such public backlash. Back in May, a civilian threw a coffee bottle at him, causing quite a shock. This incident highlights the intense public reaction to Yoo Ah In's scandal and the ongoing legal battles he's facing. In an exclusive report by Munhwa Ilbo, we then learned that Yoo Ah In has been indicted without detention on several serious charges. This included attempting to destroy evidence, fraud, violating the Medical Act, and habitual usage. The indictment revealed that Yoo Ah In administered a staggering 9.6 liters of medical grade propofol through 181 sessions at 14 different hospitals over 2 years, starting from September 2020. But that's not all. On top of that, he was accused of illegally acquiring sleeping pills through 44 separate transactions using other people's names. And it gets even more intense. Yoo Ah In was suspected of sending messages to his acquaintances telling them, "Don't trust the police," in an attempt to downplay his crimes. He was also accused of trying to involve others in drug use to cover up his usage. Allegedly, he told the YouTuber, "You should also try it once and take a deeper pull," after the YouTuber witnessed him using drugs. These revelations have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and among fans. The scale of Yoo Ah In's alleged drug use and the lengths he went to cover it up are truly staggering. So, the fact obtained the indictment on November 2nd through a member of the Judiciary Committee of the National Assembly, and according to it, Yoo Ah In was caught smoking marijuana friends B and C at an outdoor pool in Los Angeles, California back in January. But that's not all. The next day, while still smoking with B and C, Yoo Ah In got really upset when YouTuber A showed up to film a vlog and saw him smoking. He shouted, "Why should I be disturbed in my free time because of a YouTuber?" Worried that YouTuber A might spill the beans about his marijuana abuse, Yoo Ah In decided to make YouTuber A an accomplice. He told friend C to give some to YouTuber A and urged friend B to convince YouTuber A to try it. Even though YouTuber A refused, Yoo Ah In kept pushing, showing them how to smoke and telling them to inhale more deeply. The indictment also revealed that Yoo Ah In illegally obtained medical narcotics using a total of 9.6 liters of medical-grade propofol from 14 clinics between September 2020 and March 2022. That's 181 times. So as we said before, he was also accused of illegally acquiring over 1,000 sleeping pills through 44 transactions using other people's name and even forging his father's resident registration number. To be more specific, Yoo Ah In confessed that he asked someone named Park to pose as his sister using an ID number he got from his real sister. With Park's help, he managed to get his hands on what he needed. In the same year, Yoo Ah In approached a doctor and requested pills using his father's ID number, claiming they were for his elderly dad. Held at the Seoul Central District Court, the trial took a dramatic turn with the testimony of a long friend of Yoo Ah In, known as Mr. A. This friend, who's been close with Yoo Ah In for 17 years and is 7 years old, made waves as a popular businessman in the clothing industry. During his testimony, Mr. A dropped a bombshell, revealing that he used the identity of Yoo Ah In's sister to get prescriptions for steel Knox tablets, a medication notorious for its potential for abuse. This was allegedly done at Yoo Ah In's request, piling onto the actor's already mounting legal troubles. Mr. A admitted, "I might have gone to the hospital at Yoo Ah In's request to receive it on behalf of his sister. I don't remember the details." But that's not all. The trial also uncovered that Mr. A was involved in providing escape funds for a YouTuber known as Mr. B, adding another layer of complexity to this tangled case. His testimony highlighted the deep connections and the lengths people went to protect each other from legal scrutiny. Mr. A even texted Yoo Ah In saying, "I'm worried that worse things might come out." So the courtroom was buzzing with speculations and concerns. Mr. A's jaw-dropping confessions and the whole deal involving Yoo Ah In's sister got everyone's attention. Imagine the gasps. During the trial, one of the doctors, Dr. Ho, who prescribed the medical narcotics to Yoo Ah In, testified about the actor's severe mental state. Dr. Ho dropped some shocking details. Apparently, Yoo had been battling severe depression and had frequently expressed thoughts. Two doctors took the stand and Dr. Ho spilled the beans. Yoo Ah In first visited him in June 2021, constantly complaining about thoughts and depression. He was back for consultations on July 1st and 6th, and by April 2022, things had gone downhill. Dr. Ho noted Yoo had lost a ton of weight and his thoughts had increased. You often felt relentless, anxious, unable to concentrate, and distracted, so Dr. Ho prescribed meds to help control the anxiety. Dr. Ho also mentioned that Yoo Ah In's symptoms fluctuated and that the actor often wanted to escape from drama filming sets. He said he often said he wanted to escape from the drama filming set. He has been having thoughts about that for a long time. Interestingly, Dr. Ho highlighted how different Yoo was from other celebs he treated. Yoo's consultation lasted up to 2 hours, way longer than other celebs who typically ask for specific meds for sleep or panic disorder. Yoo's sessions involved deep dives into his chronic symptoms. Dr. Ho said other public figures and celebrities also come for consultations. The difference with Yoo Ah In is how his chronic symptoms are. A notable point is that his consultation session lasted very long. While other celebrities often requested only medication for controlling sleep or dealing with panic disorder, Yoo Ah In had consultations lasting about an hour and a half to 2 hours, even from the first visit. On July 24, the Seoul Central District Court held the 7th hearing in Yoo Ah In's case, where he faced charges for violating the Narcotics Control Act. In earlier hearings, Yoo Ah In admitted to using marijuana but defended his use of other medical drugs. claiming they were prescribed for treating his depression and panic disorder under medical supervision. He also denied the charges of using prescriptions under other people's names, attempting to destroy evidence and encouraging his friends to use marijuana. Despite Yoo Ah In's denials about using proxy prescriptions in his family's name, a doctor testified in the 6th hearing that those prescriptions were indeed issued at Yoo's request. So the prosecution didn't hold back. They argued that Yoo Ah In and his buddy Mr. Choi used their wealth to party with drugs abroad, safely out of reach of Korean law enforcement. They even accused them of trying to silence witnesses and help each other escape. The prosecution pushed for a 4-year prison sentence and a 2 million won fine for Yoo Ah In and a 4-year prison sentence for Mr. Choi. But wait, on July 26, the Yongsan police station booked Yoo on charges of assaulting a 30-year-old man. You heard that right. Mr. A claimed that he was sleeping in a house in Yongsan on July 14th, and when he woke up, he realized he had been assaulted. The kicker, the house wasn't even used or Mr. A's, it belonged to someone else. Other men were also in the house when it happened. Yoo's legal team quickly denied the claim, saying, "We state that the contents of the claims is not true. We'd like to ask that you refrain from making unnecessary speculations about his private life." On August 12th, a representative from the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency provided some updates. The police conducted a second evidence collection and a urine test on the alleged victim. They also interviewed the witnesses, including a woman who was reportedly with Yoo during the incident, the person who informed the police about the location, and a taxi driver. Meanwhile, on September 3rd, the 25th Criminal Division of the Seoul Central District Court handed down a sentence for Yoo Ah In. He got 1 year in prison and a 2 million Korean won fine for charges related to violating the National Control Act, smoking and instigating marijuana use, and instigating the destruction of evidence. Remember, the prosecution had initially requested a much harsher penalty, pushing for a 4-year prison sentence, a fine of 2 million Korean won, and a surcharge of more than 1 million Korean won. On September 19th, Seoul's Yongsan police station announced that they had decided not to forward the accusations made against Yoo to the prosecutors due to a lack of evidence. Fast forward to November 19, 2024, Yoo Ah In appeared in court for the second trial of his appeals case related to charges of violating the Control Act. Back in September, Yoo was sentenced to 12 months in prison and was detained during the first trial. He appealed the decision ever since, citing the unfairness of the sentence as a major reason. Yoo's legal team made a heartfelt appeal, stating that the actor neglected to take care of himself while bringing happiness to the public. They also mentioned the recent passing of Yoo's father, emphasizing that this was a significant consequence for his actions. In a heartfelt plea, Yoo's defense team pulled out all the stops. They highlighted that Yoo's efforts to bring joy to the public led him to neglect his own well-being, which really took a toll on his career. They argued that the intense public backlash he's facing is a greater punishment than what us not celebrities would deal with. And if that wasn't enough, they pointed out that Yoo also has to live with the guilt that his father's illness worsened due to the stress from Yoo's scandals, eventually leading to his father's passing. According to them, there can be no greater punishment than this. The defense also asked the court to consider Yoo Ah In's previous charitable deeds, like donating his earnings to vulnerable groups, as proof of his positive influence. Fast forward to December 24th, and Yoo Ah In found himself back in the Seoul High Court as prosecutors pushed hard for a 4-year prison sentence. Yoo was appealing a previous ruling related to charges of habitual drug use, including propofol and capsule. Talk about a Merry Christmas, right? In a powerful moment, Yoo appeared in a mint-colored prison uniform and delivered a heartfelt statement. He expressed deep regret for his actions, apologizing to everyone he had hurt. including his family, fans, and colleagues. Yoo acknowledged the disappointment and harm his behavior had caused. He said, "I want to sincerely apologize to everyone I have hurt and disappointed. I caused irreparable pain to my parents, who are now deeply wounded. I also disappointed and hurt my colleagues, associates, and fans who had placed infinite trust in me. My actions were betrayal and illegal. I deeply reflect on my wrongdoings. I am grateful for the opportunity to reflect, and I am committed to correction and recovery. In front of the public who are observing me and alongside those I am with here, I make a solemn pledge with unwavering determination before this sacred court. No matter where I am, I will never lose sight of the gravity of my crimes. I will keep a sound mind and never betray my conscience. I earnestly ask for a chance to contribute to society with a firm resolve towards learning and life. I will face the world with greater maturity and health." But now let's dive into why Yoo Ah In's case caused such a stir in South Korea. In South Korea, drug regulations are no joke. Seriously, meds that might be totally fine elsewhere can get you in deep trouble in Korea. And Yoo Ah In found that out the hard way. Our guy Yoo Ah In got essentially kicked out of the K-entertainment scene because of his drug use. But here's the twist: netizens from around the globe had different takes on his situation. A lot of folks believe Yoo Ah In's drug use was a sign of deeper issues that needed support, not punishment. It sparked a whole conversation about how addiction should be managed. In South Korea, if you're caught with illegal substances, you're looking at heavy fines, prison time, and a major hit to your social standing. This isn't just theoretical. There have been several high-profile cases that show how serious they are about the zero-tolerance policy. Take Nam Taehyun, former member of Winner, for example. He left the group in 2016 due to mental health issues, which led to an expensive drug addiction and a DUI incident. He tested positive for and faced significant consequences. But Taehyun didn't just vanish into obscurity. After checking into rehab, he spoke out about the challenges of addiction recovery in Korea. In October 2023, he even addressed the National Assembly, advocating for government-supported treatment programs. His plea: more financial support for rehab facilities. Nam Taehyun highlighted a major issue: money. Without adequate funding, many people struggling with addiction can't get the help they need. He mentioned that the facility attended gets many calls from those seeking recovery, but often can't accommodate them due to financial constraints. Now, let's flip the script and look at the international perspective. Outside Korea, many view addiction as a health issue rather than a criminal one. They advocate for support and rehabilitation over punishment, which has garnered a lot of sympathy for celebrities like Yoo Ah In and Nam Taehyun. In some countries, prioritizing treatment and recovery services over criminal punishment has shown success. By focusing on support, these nations are making strides in addressing the abuse crisis. Nam Taehyun's speech shone a light on a critical gap in Korea's approach to addiction: lack of government support for rehabilitation programs. This makes recovery nearly impossible for the average person, and even tough for celebrities. Anyway, it looks like Yoo Ah In might be dipping his toes back into the spotlight. His movie The Match, which stars him alongside Lee Byung-hun, is set to hit theaters in March 2025. This movie has had quite the journey. Originally planned for 2021 release, as I said before, it got delayed due to Yoo Ah In's drug scandal and legal battles, but now it's finally getting its moment on the big screen. Of course, there's a lot of buzz around this release. Some fans are excited to see him back, while others are still skeptical given everything that's happened. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how the public reacts. And that's it for now, but stay tuned for the next videos. As always, let me know in the comments down below your opinions on today's topic. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. Stay tuned for more exciting content on all things Korea. Until next time, keep loving K-pop and binge watching those K-dramas. 안녕히 가세요. Bye bye. Thank you very much.